And we're back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Madness. Sorry, that was a terrible time to take a sip of drink there. We're back. Welcome back in. Jesus Christ. Sorry. BBC blaring out in the background. Let's turn that down a bit. There we go. BBC blaring out the bagpipes in the background there, drowning everything out. But welcome in everybody. This is going to be a humdinger. The Calcutta Cup is on the line. We've got about just under 10 minutes to kick off. Looks like the players are back in the changing rooms and we're doing all of the corporate bits and bobs that the Scottish Rugby Union have to adhere to. So we'll have the anthems, we've got flags on the pitch and pipers and all sorts of nonsense going on to keep the fans happy just for a minute while we get things set up. In the meantime, we are going to have a little look at the team sheet for this Calcutta Cup. Right, let's start with the home team with Scotland. So, up front, we've got Rory Sutherland, George Turner, Xander Fagerson. That's your front row for Scotland this afternoon. Into the second rows, Johnny Gray and Grant Gilchrist. Onto the back row, we've got Jamie Ritchie, Hamish Watson, the Mish, and Matt Fagerson. Onto the backs, then Ali Price in at 9, Finn Russell in at 10. The Iron Brew Wonder Whiz that is Finn Russell. Looking forward to what he's got to offer us this afternoon up against Marcus Smith. Going to be a really interesting head-to-head there. Further into the backs then, on the blindside wing, we've got Duan van der Merwe. In the centres, we've got Sam Johnson and Chris Harris. Darcy Graham on the open side wing. And the skipper, Stuart Hogg, in at fullback. Of course, do hit that like button. We've already got 7 on the stream. Let's go. 7 likes already. Thank you so much. Keep those likes coming in. It really helps with our visibility on YouTube. The algorithm has a little sex wee over these. Right, anyway, moving on. On to the England lineup. The starting lineup for England. In the front row, Ellis Genge, Luke Cowan-Dickey as the bench just applaud their players to the front, led by Tom Curry, and out they come out of the tunnel. Quite a slow walk out, and then they just have a little jog onto the pitch. So subdued feeling from England, measured maybe you could say, as the boos ring out around Murrayfield, only to be expected in this heated contest. Okay, right, let's carry on. Where do we get to? Well, we'll just start again. Ellis Genge, Luke Cowan-Dickey, Carl Sinclair make up your front row. Onto your second rows, you've got Mario Toji and Nick Ezekwe called up due to injuries, and he gets his start, and he will be buzzing for that. Onto the back row, Tom Curry, the skipper. First time he's skipped England. Again, injuries for England as they are without Farrell and whoever else it was. I can't remember now, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. But here comes Scotland as well, led by Stuart Hogg. And rapturous applause around Murrayfield for them as they jog out onto the pitch. Yeah, Ezekwe, Ludlam, Curry and Simmons make up the back row. So after that, I wouldn't say stunning performance in the Lions competition, but finally Eddie has bent to the media's will, with both Simmons and Marcus Smith starting. Onto the backs then, Ben Youngs is the scrum half. Marcus Smith is at 10. On the blindside wing, we've got Joe Marchant. Henry Slade and Elliot Daly make up the centres, and Mac Malins is on the open side wing with Freddie Stewart at fullback. A reminder from the BBC, racism is not acceptable in rugby, in sport, or the world we live in. Not wrong, brothers and sisters. If you see racism, call it out. Fuck that shit. We're all the same. We're all just on the grind. Let's just make it easy for each other to get through it. Anyway, we are ready for the anthems. And England will go first with a beautiful rendition of God Save the Queen. Conditions look pretty good, pretty tasty. Darren, what are you saying, Darren? Welcome in, buddy. How are you? How are the kids? Come on, Scotland. Balls, bollocks to you. Shove your haggis up your arse. Say what? Yeah, if you are wanting to watch this game, of course, it is on the BBC in the UK. Ireland, it's on Virgin Media. And if you're in the United States, it's on Peacock. If you're betting this afternoon, not that I am, I'll tell you how I feel at full time. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how we get on. If you are betting on this afternoon, here's a top tip from Rugby Forecast. England are predicted to win by 4 points with a probability of 54.6% as the flower of Scotland rings out around Murrayfield. A din of noise. Ish. Whoop the haggis. I gotta stop saying stuff like that, man. And what? We've not got any weather conditions, but it looks pretty alright. Martin Johnson was just saying this is probably the best conditions they could have hoped for, so I guess it's pretty tasty. Oh, I like that. Halfway through, the bagpipes just stop, and the crowd and the players carry on. Oh, that's giving me a bit of goosebumps. Oof! Right. Stuart Hogg having a bit of a smile. Scenes at Murrayfield. How good is it to have fans back for international rugby? Yeah. They should really leave the mics off for the players, though. Single them out like that. There's not a lot of singing ability going on there. Pick a key, any key. Right. So we've got the poll running. 2 votes. 100% of you think Scotland are going to win this. Sure, that will change. Don't forget, of course, to smash like. We're trying to get to 10 likes by half time. Only 3 to get. And we need 1 more subscriber for 860. Just in the meantime, let's just have a little look at the scores around and about. So I've got the Prem scores in front of me at the minute. They've just flashed up. So this weekend, last night we had Gloucester, London Irish, 24-7 to Gloucester. 37-21 between Bristol and Newcastle Falcons at Ashton Gate. Bristol picking up the win. Exeter Chiefs v Wasps. It went 88 minutes in and Wasps won it at the dead, 27-26. Unbelievable scenes there. Still going are Leicester and Worcester. That's 36-11. Leicester pretty much got the win there. And still going are Saracens and Bath. Saracens 38-3 at the moment with 10 minutes left to play. Wow. There we go. Right then. So, Marcus Smith, Finn Russell is the ones to watch, the head-to-head that we're looking at this afternoon. And Marcus Smith will get us off and underway at Murrayfield in Edinburgh. Ben O'Keefe is the man in charge. I think this is his first Calcutta Cup fixture. I think I just heard that right. Nick Berry, the assistant referee, of course famous for being on the wrong end of Razzie Erasmus's not particularly nice video. But here we go. Ben O'Keefe blows his whistle and Marcus Smith gets us off and running in Murrayfield. Here we go. It's deep into the 22 and it's a huge chase from Malins and Daly, and he's absolutely slotted as he takes the ball. I'm not sure who took it, but it wasn't kind. There was a bit of malice on the end of it, which is scenes you love to see, and Ali Price will kick away as as that's kicked into touch, and Freddie Stewart will take that, but it will be England's line out just inside the Scottish half. So a decent kick away, and England will have the set piece to start the ball rolling. We do know that England like to build off their set piece. That's their blueprint. As Slade feeds as, oh Jesus, thumping tackle for Max Malins. He's absolutely leathered there. And again, much like the first game we had this afternoon, we've got high intensity pace as Ben Youngs puts that kick up, and it's a late mark, but a mark nonetheless from Van der Merwe, as Ben O'Keefe asks him to make that clearer and call it loud. Get those votes in on the poll. 3 votes so far. 100% if you think Scotland are going to win this. Darren will be buzzing if they do. He'll be windmilling his willy in the living room up in Aberdeen. Right. As England then retrieves the kick, and it's up through Slade out wide. Fairly wide for Slade to be running that in that 5 channel from 12, but there we are. As Smith feeds Curry. Captain Curry. As Smith just has a little look at a dart through, and Freddie Stewart tries to put a dink through, but it's intercepted and flies into touch. And Scotland already looking to bring a little bit of pace about this game, about their D. Put England under some sort of pressure early doors, and it's paying off at the moment. As Itoje just about manages to tap that back, and Youngs takes that high above his head. Hamish Watson with a big tackle, and Scotland looking to fire through that breakdown and put England under the cosh as Cowan Dickey gets the ball that's spilled out the back and makes a couple of extra metres. Smith out the back door from Sinclair, and then dragged in to have to clear the ruck himself. Sinclair getting through some work here in the early stages, but he's not able to get the ball back, and it is a penalty for Scotland. Matt Fagerson with the turnover there. Right. Let me know how your weekend's going as well. It'd be good to hear from you, see what's going on. Smash like as well on the stream. It helps us out so much if you can. It makes all the difference with the algorithm. And of course, if you've not yet subscribed, please feel free to do that. We are 1 away from our goal of 160. Right, so Scotland have kicked this downfield, are in between England's 10 and 22 for the line out, and they go up in the middle, uncontested, and the maul is set. But there is a knock on, and it will be an England scrum. So in come the backs to congratulate the forwards, as is customary these days. So the scrum will be set. This will be the first scrum, 4 minutes in. Again, high pace, high intensity, much like we saw in the Wales-Ireland game. Tell me what you thought about that as well. Ireland pulled Wales' pants down and shoved a willy in their bum. Michael wins. Go on, Scotland. Shut up, Michael. Welcome in, Michael. Thanks for joining us again. Hope you're doing all right. Hope the snow's not too bad over there. And you're living the dream. 4 votes on the poll. 100% Scotland. Oh no. England in the mud. So we're just going to get this... Scotland! Scotland! Right. Okay, so just having a little bit of a conversation about what a good picture for the referee looks like in the scrum, and we'll have that reset and we'll go again. As always, so often these scrums collapse. Really Really, really silly that we have to have all of this. No, the snow's all right. 4 inches yesterday, but didn't bother going out to plough. Fuck that. No worries, mate. And it is a free kick for England. Scotland moving before the ball's in. And England would like a scrum again, as Ben O'Keefe reminds Scotland that the next one will be a penalty. The call from the touch judge to Rory Sutherland is chase your feet as well. So a little bit of technical coaching from the assistant referee. Free kick. No. Who's hitting it? Raheem Sterling. It doesn't quite work like that in rugby, mate. Penalties are kicks. Free kicks are just restarts. Well, he said the next one. Well, it's a free kick again. And he did say that the next one would be a penalty. But he's given a free kick. So Scotland get away with one there a little bit. Right then, so we'll have this reset again. England opt for another scrum, as they just basically just chewed 3 minutes off the clock. Backs out there getting cold. And this time it holds steady, and England start to drive and wheel, and there's a penalty advantage coming. Still playing advantage, but the ball has ended up kicked out, and Scotland are in all sorts of trouble at the scrum. So England will kick this downfield for a line out, and Slade is going to be on kicking duty for this. I'm guessing that's because he's left-footed, and just where it is. Slade lines this up. And fires this one 2 meters outside of the 22. So there we go. As a little rendition of Swing Low, Sweet Chariot rings in my ears. Scenes you love to see. Hey! Jack Cohen with the sub.
Jack Cohen subscribed to the channel.
Let's go. Right, so and a knock on from England then, and Scotland have it, and they will kick that away downfield. It's a big old kick, but Max Malins is there, and he will run it back all the way up to the Scotland 10. It's a big hit, comes in doubled up as England try to build some sort of a platform, but Scotland good at getting reorganised, and Daly gets a little kick through, and Meggs Stuart Hogg, who has to chase back and fire it to Finn Russell, who doesn't take it cleanly and is able to get the kick away, and Smith gives it to Malins, who will have a run up, finds a little bit of a hole for Genge to carry through. Sinclair out to Smith, little dink through from Daly, and it's really well weighted for Marchant, but he's not able to get there, and Van der Merwe able just to gather that up, and Scotland deep in their own 22 are going to have to kick this one away as the Caterpillar is set. Real jostle for territory early doors in this game as they don't find touch, and Freddie Stewart will run it back Mish over this, but is driven back, and England will go blind and get into the 22 through Sam Simmons. Michael, deep in me. Oh, don't know about that. Don't know about that, mate. Genge then carries up, and England threatening now, but Scotland organising as Malins finds a little bit of space, gets the offload away, and Freddie Stewart's bundled into touch on the 5 metre line, so Scotland just about get themselves out of trouble here, and good work from Stuart Hogg to force the offload off the floor from Malins, tracking across hard. And that one will bundle into touch. Marty Lawless, welcome in. England look good. They look okay. It's mainly been a territory game to start with, mate. If we're honest, 16 carries for England, 3 for Scotland, 9 gain line breaks. So England are in control, but Scotland are holding up their own in D. You know you can't time me out anymore in TKs. Yeah, but I can in here. Right. Also, we've got a bit of a question mark over Luke Cowan-Dickey's head, so we will take a second for that. Well, hello, TK. Welcome in, Treacle. Welcome in. How are you, beautiful? Okay. Michael's in here being fraudulent. You do with him what you will. Wow. Matt Fagerson, borderline high, but there we go. Right then. Well, Michael, I can gulag you. Lol. Michael was just bragging that I couldn't gulag him anymore. Oh no, Michael, what's happened? What's happened there? Oh, and Scotland go over the top of the line out. Brave move on their own 5, and they carry up, and Ali Price will kick this away and find touch on halfway. Wow, good work from them. Getting, hold that wood, you dirty little dog. Oh no. Right, let's have a look at the poll. 7 votes on the poll so far. Scotland, 71% of you. And Ali Price looks like he's going off. Ali Price is going off for a HIA by the looks of it. He's not happy about it. Oh, it's head on head. It's head on head. Looks like they've assessed him on the fly as well. So Ben White from London Irish will get an early appearance this afternoon that he probably wasn't expecting yet. Anyway, 71% of you think Scotland are going to win this, 14% of you think England, and 14%, interestingly, have gone for the draw. Let us know your thoughts. And we hit the 10 likes. Let's go. Can we get to 15 by half time as England roll this more forwards, up and over halfway now? Oh, I'm not sure what Curry was doing there, but he's ended up flying through somebody off the side of that. But England get away with it, and we'll set the caterpillar, and that will go up into the Edinburgh sky, and Hogg takes it well under pressure from Malins. Lads, we're 1 like away from 10. We've got the 10, mate. Come on, let's get to 20 before half time. Let's. As well, we are 1 sub away from our goal of 860. So let's see if we can get that one on the board as well. As England retain their own kick on the Scotland 10. As Marcus Smith dinks this into the 22. Hogg under pressure fires this down the 5 metre channel. I tell you what, that's an absolutely stunning kick. It bounces down the 5 metre channel and bounces out of play just outside of the England 22. Another 5 metres and it would have been a 50-22 for Scotland, but and under huge amounts of pressure from Malins as well. What time is your game is on so I can sync it up? Yeah, I'm on 13, well, let's call it 14 minutes now. I'm 13:55 as we speak. Ball tracking is about 20 seconds ahead of us, so happy days. As Ludlam goes up at the front and just about gets hold of it, and Karen Dickey will still advantage for England as well. It's infringement of the maul, but Ben Youngs kicks that away, and Van der Merwe slotted as he lands. So all good work from England there, and Scotland just having some discipline issues early doors here. Right then. England have looked good so far. Yeah, they've looked all right. They've looked all right. They haven't looked as explosive as they can do, but this Scotland defence has been really fairly organised. But they do look pretty good. Let me just cause my garden light to go on. Before kick-off, I was not confident. Marty, the game needs a score. You're not wrong, mate. Right. So, England then. Youngs up to Ludlam, who's met by Matt Fagerson. As Ben Youngs scrambles over the top, and England try to get a hold of that. But the tackler didn't release, and Matt Fagerson again is penalised. Michael wins. You're not at 10 likes anymore. Oh, no, we're not. Oops. Oh, well. I didn't gulag you. TK, what a noob. I did see you went and commented on some other video as well, something about lag. I don't know. Are you going to do a halftime show? Why, do you want to jump in and do the halftime show? Do a thirst trap TikTok for me. Well, exclamation mark TikTok, and you can go and check out all my shit TikToks. Right, Marcus Smith then is going to have a little go at this penalty. 31 metres out, pretty much straight in front of the posts. And, oh, I tell you what, it only just sneaks through. But it slides through the right upright, and it's 3-0 England. Michael wins. Haha. I went and commented on some of your videos and commented while gulag. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Now I ain't ever beat. What? Exclamation mark TikToks is Michael, and there it is. Go and have a little look. Go and drop us a little follow on there. We're trying to up some traffic over here. Right, anyway, kick off, and England set the Caterpillar inside their own 22 and kick that clear for touch up to the 10. Wait, what? TK, you feeling alright, son? Asking kids if they want your knob. What am I hearing? Right, what is this? Ali Price! Oh, Van der Merwe! Needs some support! Oh, it's a try for Scotland! Oh, you cannot write this. Ben White. It's a great piece of play from Scotland. That's a great try. It's a great try. I looked away for a second, so I'll tell you exactly what happened when we see the replay. Ben White with the try. Marty Lawless, let's go Scotland. Just running that inside support line, and he gets away. Itoje fires up out the line. Hogg flicks the ball on. Beautiful work from him. Opens up the hole. And it's Darcy Graham flying up. Marchant, he doesn't know what to do with himself because he's got a 2-on-1. He's backing off. And Darcy Graham goes one way. Marchant goes with him. And he just puts Ben White in the hole. Great work from Scotland. Go on the Scots, Darren. Yeah, see you, Jimmy. And this will be a relatively easy kick for Finn Russell. And it's 7-3. Wow. Plenty of time left in this game. And hopefully it's going to be a little less one-sided than the Wales game. Well, it's already less one-sided because both teams have scored inside the first half. I don't remember ever seeing Wales get nilled by half-time, but there we go. And the kickoff is deep, and Stuart Hogg's charged down, and it's knocked on by Scotland, and England have possession. It's a stab through. It's a wild stab through. It's a huge chase, and Finn Russell, I tell you what, Marchant's done incredibly well, because he was never really going to get there. And Finn Russell able just to dot it down just in time, and we will have a goal line dropout. Wow, who's that? Elliot Daly gets the shot in on Hogg just as he's about to put his boot through it, and the ball flies forward as the goal line dropout gets Scotland up to their own 10. Simmons with the carry. Finds Marcus Smith, who chews up Marchant's space and doesn't have a lot of room to work in. But he's able to wriggle to the ground. And Itoje then carries up. Scotland doing a great job of holding this defensive shape at the minute. Getting up off the line, causing England some problems as they try and hold up the runner. Tom Curry. Smith finds Isikwe. And, wow, that's very, very quick. Did you play today, Dickie? No, mate, I'm still injured. I didn't play today, but I saw the score. Not great, but it is what it is. Are you asking because we lost? And we only win when I don't play? Theo keeps shouting, "Spank the monkey." Let's go, Theo. Theo's my nephew, and I taught him "Spank the monkey." And his mum, his mum goes wild at him. Bless his little cottons. Right, so... Well, I mean, that's very, very quick. And, it's a decent nudge as well. Ali Price is getting warmed up to come back on. So he's passed his HIA. What do you mean? Did Dickie play... Aren't you on his team? Wait, what have you been teaching? To say "spank the monkey," not to actually spank the monkey. I wish I could clip. Darren, has your uncle ever took you in a room alone? Darren's my brother-in-law. You're moving fraudulent, Michael. You need to settle yourself. Right. Michael, we are both injured. Indeed. Slade then. This could be a 50-22. Does he get the bounce? Oh, it's a metre inside. And Hogg under huge pressure again. And Marchant has charged his kick down. Scotland will have the line out, but it will be deep inside their 22. Deep inside. Baby making deep inside their 22. Great work from England chasing that down. You didn't go to support the team. No, it's fucking cold. And it's an away game. I'd come and support the home games, but I don't like to go to away games. I don't like to. Advantage coming for England then off the maul and crossed the line out and landed on top. So not great for England. Easy let off. You was about to say spank instead of Slade. Yeah, I know. Well, I was trying to say Slade has spanked this downfield, but I almost said Spank has slayed this downfield. TK, you playing FIFA? I will be later tonight. Lovely. Nice little community vibe going on here. Welcome in, everybody, if you're new as well. Do drop a little vote on the poll. 75% of the 12 votes are saying Scotland, 17% England. We are on 10 vote. 9 likes. Let's see if we can get to 10. Maybe 15 by half time. That would be pretty cool. As off goes Ben White and on comes Ali. Ali Price. That's the one. Right then. So we have a line out here for Scotland. On the 10. And it's gone short. And Ezekwe's wise to it. And he bundles him into touch. And no joy there for Scotland. Not sure that was the right option there. Not the right position of the field to be going short like that. But there we go. I mean, if you're anywhere inside your opposition 40, you can get away with that. Because if you lose the ball, it's pretty much guaranteed they're going to kick it back. But there, they're going to run it. Anyway, Slade is met by a blue wall of defenders. England again, and Scotland doing a really good job of just slowing the ball down, being a little bit niggly. As Youngs looks for some space, puts boot on ball. It's bounced up in the air. It's not a great bounce for Van der Merwe, but he's able to run around this defence, and eventually he is brought down by Ezekwe. Finn Russell. And a penalty now to Scotland, and this is where England start to fall apart, isn't it? When they go behind in a game, their discipline starts to flake and everything starts to go wrong then. So what happened there? It was Luke Handicke offside. Just on the 22. So Finn Russell will kick this downfield. And doesn't find touch. The boot of Malins keeps it alive and gives it to Freddie Stewart through the boot. And up it goes from Smith. Finn Russell takes it and is met by Daly. And Ali Price is looking for runners around the blindside corner just to set some better field position before the box kick. Gilchrist doesn't go anywhere but backwards. And now the caterpillar is set. Right. England then take that cleanly on the 10. Ooh, excuse me. Ball's out quickly, and England have got some options on in the width. Malin stabs one through. It's gonna go all the way dead, and Hogg will dive on that in the dead ball zone, and we will have the goal line dropout. Hogg asking for the 22, and Ben O'Keefe just reminds him of the new laws that it has to go out for that. So it will be a goal line dropout. Oh, just Nigel Owens there, just disagreeing with the this part of the new law. He likes the goal line to stop, to help the defenders out when they, or reward defenders when they hold a player up over the line. But when they dot it down behind the line, he doesn't like the goal line dropout aspect. Feels it's too negative on, or too positive on attacking teams. As Smith stabs one through along the deck, and we'll have the line out on the 5, on Scotland's 5. Mate, I'm keeping up with 2 other streams covering this game. Lol. Welcome in, Big. Welcome in. Who are you watching as well? Who's live? I'm guessing 2 Cents. Are the Kiwi lads live? Are the Kiwi lads covering this? Right then. They've gone long over the top again. They're liking these dangerous plays as Vegason took a bit of a heavy blow there, and Russell thought about the kick but saw Itoje coming hard and heavy and spins it out to Hogg, who boots it downfield, and Freddie Stewart doesn't take it cleanly. In fact, bounces it backwards, and Marchant will have that and gives it back to Stewart. And Itoje picks things up and things start to settle down as Sam Simmons runs a big hard line, and off feet is the advantage coming for England. The big show nothing like this. Oh, here goes Youngs. Darts through a hole, but there's no way through for him, and he's dragged down on the 22. A new advantage still coming. Youngs. Marcus Smith spots the crossfield, and it's just out of reach for Slade. But we will come back for the penalty. Oh, that was a long advantage. Oh, I tell you what, 10 inches shorter, and that was a try for Slade. As the rain starts to fall in Edinburgh, so that will probably buy into England's hands a little bit more. Scotland trying to play a little bit fast and loose at the minute, and England looking to use that aerial route a little more, and maybe this rain will play into their hands a bit. Right, and they kick this penalty towards the corner, halfway between the try line and the 22 for the line out. 1 like away from 10. Can we get there? Can we get there? Who hasn't liked on the stream yet? Help us out. 12 votes as well. Still 75% of you think Scotland are going to win this? At the minute, they do. Other than that try, they've looked pretty comfortable with England's attack. England have had you would say, all the possession and all the territory so far in this half, but Scotland with the breakaway, and that's all that matters. Who doesn't like it loose and messy, though? Indeed, as the England maul starts to roll forwards. Scotland able to recover themselves, and England just 4 metres out now as they're starting to go again. It's going to be held up. Slade is going to be held up. It's going to be a goal line dropout. Yeah. Everybody's still refusing to let go of this, as the referee says, come on, it is held up. Oh, I was wondering why it was getting chilly in here. I've got the cold fan on. Right. Hey, 10 likes. Thank you so much. And of course, if you haven't subbed on the stream, subbed on the channel yet, feel free to drop us a sub as well, as this one goes really high up, just out to the 22, and Scotland chase well and shut that down. We are 1 sub away from our target of 860, so if you haven't yet subbed, please feel free to just give that a little love tap. 32 minutes played. What is this game, lol? I mean, if you look at the stats of this game, which I haven't yet, I would imagine you'd see a lot in the white column. And you would expect the score to be reflective of that. But at the minute, England just can't convert. Scotland doing such a good job defensively, but you do have to ask the question, can they hold on and survive as Scotland concede the penalty right under the sticks in front of, on the 22. Michael wins. Scotland smoking England. I wouldn't call it smoking, Michael. I wouldn't call it smoking. It looks like it's about to be a 1-point game. Yeah, Hogg just points to the sticks. So it's going to be a 1-point game. And I think, what, maybe 2 visits? 3 visits to the England half? Right. So, we are going for the posts. Marcus Smith to add 3 more to the score. Interestingly, that ball on the last kick deviated right at the last minute, shot towards the right hand side. So we'll see what happens with this one. Has that wind settled down any? Murrayfield famous for a bit of a swirling wind in there. So we'll see how this one goes, as this one stays true in its flights, and it is now Scotland 7, England 6. Not looking good for Scotland. Sound like England have all the ball pretty much. Actually, let's have a, can we get some stats on this? Yeah, England 67% of possession against Scotland's 33, and Scotland have had 35 seconds in England's 22. 2 minutes in there for England, and but what matters is that Scotland scored from their 35 seconds. England have not. Anyway, the kick away from the 22 from the kickoff from I was going to say Danny Kerr then, but it's not, is it? It's not Danny Kerr at all. It's Ben Youngs, as that's collected, and Ali Price looking for somewhere to go. Ball lost is the cry as Luke Cowan-Dickie loses his feet. And just a little bit of hugging from, that might have been Dave Rory Sutherland there, just having a little hug with huge height on this kick from Hogg, and it's well taken from Malins, who scrambles back to his feet and looks for an option. Nothing on, and he goes to ground, and Ben Youngs kicks that away. It's a bit of a nothing kick though from Ben Youngs, and Stuart Hogg can fire that downfield for Freddie Stewart to bang into touch. Not a great nudge from him. If Celtic were winning by 4, it would be smoking. Yeah, but Celtic are a football team. Like, it's not 1 point a try, it's 5 points a try. And then 2 points for a conversion. So potentially 7 points from a score. Sack yourself, Michael. Right then, 4 minutes left of the half. What's the stadium called? Murrayfield. Or BT Murrayfield, actually, if we're going to be correct. As Van der Merwe almost finds a hole, and borderline jumped into the tackle there. I'm settled. Not releasing is the call. Very quick on these not releasing charges. And Slade will look to boot this downfield. Looking to go the wrong side of the pitch, to be fair. It's going to have to be a massive kick. And it is. As they have the line out in between the 10 and the 22. Do they play rugby in Wembley? They play the odd game there. It's normally like Saracens, Quins normally play each other there like once a year as a showcase piece. But honest, Wembley's a football stadium, so not really. Not really. Right. Luke Cowan-Dickie then with the line out. Goes to the back. Oh, and it's very nearly stolen, but Itoje just nicks it out of his hands in the air. And Sam Simmons carries up. And a penalty to Scotland. White going off their feet. 14. Max Malins off his feet. Ooh, wow. Right then. Finn Russell just marshalling his forwards, telling them what he wants off of this line out. As he kicks this downfield, just inside the England 10. Here we go. Possession, 34% Scotland, 66% England. Territory, 24% Scotland, 76% England. Insane stats. I'm getting a bit of a frog in my throat. As the ball eventually becomes available to Scotland as the maul breaks down. Good D from England as they disrupt these pick and goes. And it comes out the back to Finn Russell. There is space out wide. But not a lot for Hogg. Scotland then trying to string some phases together in the English half. Gilchrist met by Tom Curry, and Itoje is now given away the advantage for being off his feet, and his hands were all over the floor. And Ellis Genge having a little chinwag with Finn Russell. And you know for a fact that Finn Russell is one of them proper wind-up merchants, don't you? He'll be one of them players that can get right under the skin of someone like Ellis Genge. And so Scotland will go for the points, 40 metres out-ish. And, yeah. Well, sloppy from Itoje. He does play on the edge of things, and today it's just going to be one of them days where he might fall down the wrong side of it. What's the worst thing someone said to you on the rugby pitch? Oh, I don't know. Oh, kick predictor. Historical. Well, the predicted success is 69%. And that's pretty fair play, because it goes through and it's 10-6, back to a 4-point lead. I'd say you get winded up easily. I don't get wound up that easy. To be fair, I'm more of the chatter. I'm the one that Tico would tell you. I'm the one that does a lot of the winding up and a lot of the chin wagging. I've got a lot to say when I'm playing. Not that I can breathe. But that is half time. 10-6. Well, Scotland have had a phenomenal first half there, because they've only had 27% possession, or 33% possession, or something ridiculous, some tiny amount of possession, and they're going at half time with the lead. So fair play to them. Scotland doing well. Who do you think will win at this stage? I think it's always good to try and get Dickie to nibble. Lol. To be fair, I don't nibble that often, so when you get me to nibble, it's always a good giggle. Right. Okay. Who do I think is going to win from here? I still think England. I don't think Scotland will have the fitness level to defend at these levels of like this amount of possession in territory. Yeah, I would say probably England from here. I can't see how Scotland can keep this up. And I think eventually they're Blake. Oh, Flower has got a shut up to big. Shut up to big. Right. Right, okay, so it's half time. So we are going to take a short break. As always, we'll leave you with the stats. Let's flick those over there. And I will be back in just a couple of minutes. Let's pump up the jam for you. Some of them copyright-free bangers. Don't forget to smash like on the stream as well. It helps out massively. And of course, if you haven't yet sub. Let's see if we can get some very good, very nice running through the stream.
You asked me how we you don't know how. You say we're taking on water, yeah, we're sinking now. You're looking all concerned, like we're gonna drown, but we both know how to swim. No worries, let's float for now. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. I know I'm not easy. I drag you out your mind, and there are days I hate you, but baby, you're still mine. And we have the best times, no matter what we do. And even when we don't, there's nobody I'd rather choose. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Prepare to die. Prepare to die. Welcome to a whole new world. Your planet is now under mid-rangers.
All right. We're back. Just a short break there. Oh, that's a bit wonky, isn't it? There we go. Oh, we got some chat. Look at this. Where did we get to? One of my first men's games, I tackled someone after a play, and I got up and seeing the man get up, and he jumped on me and started trying to hammer fist my head in. The man was like 30. Man, that's never the one. I'm more of a willy tickler, if I'm honest. Get up off a tackle and tickle your willy. It's much more disquieting. England in the mud, England in the mud. Na 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 na. Welcome in MUFC. Yeah, I wouldn't say they're in the mud. They're on the wrong side of the scoreline at the minute, but it's pretty close. Pretty close. That's it, MUFC. You tell him. I bet you liked it, Michael. I didn't even feel the punches, but no. Not like you, TK. Oh no, you're back. Oh well. Let's go, Scotland. Welcome in you, but stronger. Awesome stuff. Wow, what a half of rugby. Let's have a little flick. Just turn them copyright-free bangers down a bit. Let's have a little look at the old fantasy. How are we getting on with the fantasy at half time? It's squatting over there. So we obviously have the Wales and Ireland ones already in. Tagburn picked up 40 points today. Let's go. Kelleher picked up 30. Furlong picked up 27. Basham 63 points. Big boy Basham. Let me re-sam it with the 15. So far in this game, Stuart Hogg's got 12 points. Harris has got 11.2. Fagerson 25.4. Having a little game and a half is Fagerson. And it kind of shows you what's going on with England here as well. At 15.2 for Gensch. Only 3 points for Itoje. Far from his best. 8 points for Smith. And Simmons, 28.3 points. All in all, we've got 302 points on the board. So what does that do to the Rugby Geeks Fantasyland League? There's only 5 of us in here. And, hey, let's go. Let's go, Rowe. Rocking 200 and... Let's have a little look at what Rowe's doing. 284 points on the board. Where's he gone with? Southern... This isn't a bad team, you know. This isn't a bad team at all. I'm guessing these are all French. These back 4. So, gone with Wyn Jones, Kelleher, Sutherland. Johnny Gray having a good game as well. Itoje, Doris. Hey, great shout on Doris, Rowe, if you're in. Tagburn, 40.5. Exclamation mark fantasy. If you want to join the fantasy league, that'll get you the link to that. Ringrose, 73 points for Ringrose. Did anybody pick up Conway? Double bubble for Conway, wasn't it? He got 2 tries. But there we go. Right. There we go. There's the fantasy league, and I can see the chat going around as well. Your fan base loves Scotland. You're not wrong, mate. 76% on the poll think Scotland are going to win this with 17 votes in. I'm not going to lie, I'm hoping for an upset. Where are you in the table? Oh, what, on the fantasy league? Which, let's have a little look. I think I was second. It's not going to let me see the league now, is it? Oh, here we go. Yeah, I'm second in the league. Rose topping it at the minute. With Hooker in 3rd. Fleshin is in 4th. And Zulanzn is in 5th. So, yeah. But if we look at England, I'm in the mud. Look at this. I'm all the way down in 26,228th. So, you know, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Oh, maybe because it's half time. Michael, spell fantasy right now, mate. Exclamation mark, TK sucks. Isn't an exclamation mark. Spell Michael right and learn how to read English, TK. Exclamation mark, fantasy. There you go. There's the Fantasy League link if you want to join that. Exclamation mark, Discord if you want to join the Discord. Exclamation mark, TikTok if you want to follow the TikTok. And exclamation mark, Twitter if you want to follow me on Twitter. But the one we want first and foremost is we want that 1 sub to get to our goal of 860. Oh, and it's happened! We're there! I don't know who you are because your settings aren't set to open, so you haven't had, oh shit, you haven't had your little moment in the spotlight. But all right, new goal, 870. No, there's no Instagram or Snapchat. I ain't that cool. The Snapchat's just for the OnlyFans. Right. Second half around the corner, and you would start to think that, can Scotland stay this organised for another 40 minutes? They've been phenomenal so far. We need an OnlyFans. Alright, okay, let's do an OnlyFans. What should we put for the OnlyFans? Right. Oh, Christ. Right. Okay. You can try it again. Try the OnlyFans link again. See if that works now. Fuck's sake. Right. I mean, I take this chat rate. I take this chat rate all day. Okay then. Bussy for money. What am I seeing? Right, okay, so second half is coming up in just a couple of minutes' time. England got it all to do in the second half. They need to cause this Scottish defence some more troubles. Got to hold their discipline, and they've got to give Scotland more work to do. They've got to suck in these Scottish defenders and piss it off out wide and stretch that defence left to right. Use the good handling skills that England have to give Scotland some real trouble. That's what we've got to do, in my opinion. I think. See, they haven't been bad, and I don't really know what the answer to this problem is, because they're dominating in the scrum. So Joe Marler's not going to bring us anything extra there. I mean, he's going to support things when it happens. Oh, yo, got Bussy for money, asking for a friend. Oh, I mean, if the price is right. England in... Oh, so he's off again. I'm not singing it again. I sang it once. Right, players are back out on the pitch. We're about to get underway. And I will let you know exactly when the referee's whistle blows so that you can sync up the stream with your TV, if that is what you're doing. As Finn Russell gets ready to get us back underway. Let's see if we can get to 15 likes. 15 likes by full time. I reckon that's the goal. Let's turn it off for a little bit. Oh, I wasn't here when you sang it. Oh, mate, sorry about that. Ludlam takes the kickoff then. That was when the whistle went. 11 seconds in. And Ben Young's trying to work this back, but it's stuck under some feet. So has to use his hands to help it. And, ooh, referee calls ball out and almost charged that down. Seriously? No. Where do you think you are? You're on YouTube, not OnlyFans. Right. Ali Price then sets up the caterpillar, and we are looking at those that little bit of kick game territory, kick tennis. That's what I'm looking for. As Stewart takes that well on the halfway line before he's brought to ground. England looking to now stretch it wide, but that Scottish defence racing up and in their face. You lube. You might have something there, mate. My mistake. No worries, man. No worries. Welcome in. It's good to... I don't think I've seen you in here before, so welcome in. Welcome in. It's good to have you around. If you haven't hit that sub button, please do. We're all about having a bit of a giggle. As that kick goes up in the air and Hogg takes that comfortably. Thought this was PH. Paul up. Do you know? Well, it can be. It can be. We might do a Pornhub special for the 1K subs. What do you reckon? Oh, and Freddie Stewart drops that. And it's an absolute sitter. He's caught some stunning catches, but that one, the easiest of the day, goes to ground. Oh. Yes! Right. We'll see what we can do about that. What have I agreed to? Right, so we've got a Scottish scrum just outside of the England 10. And we'll see how this one goes. Be interesting to see how this one goes, because Scotland's scrum hasn't really worked this afternoon as well as they would have liked. So expect this one to squirt out the back fairly quickly. They're not going to want to mess around with that in there too long. Commentary team just taking the mick out of how long the first one took. And again, this one comes to ground. And I mean, now you're just stealing my jokes, TK. No, because your sex would look like two old potatoes fighting. What are you trying to say? You don't want all of this? All of this? We can get all of this. Right. Okay. I mean, I can't believe you've just recycled my own joke there, but thank you. Okay then. So, Scotland will have the reset scrum then. 12 likes on the stream. Let's get to 15. Come on, we can do this. And now it's a free kick to Scotland, who go quickly. Van der Merwe carries up to the 10, and Finn Russell fires that into touch just inside of the 22. It won't be 50-22 though, because it was carried back. Just went all the way back to hear you sing it. I like that commitment. I like that commitment. I signed up to watch rugby. What the fuck is this? I've no idea, mate. I've no idea. Hey, we're here for a good time, not a long time. Do you know what I mean? Right. England line out then. Karen Dickey pops it in. Up at the front for Ezekwe. And oh, well, that maul pretty much disintegrates around him. And England are forced to run it away. And it's outside the 22 when Ben Young's box kicks downfield just outside the Scotland 10 for Darcy Graham. And there's crossing there, so England will have the penalty. That's what she said. Oh, God. We've started a madness. We've started a madness, and it's what we want. It's what we want. We want some bants. We need some bants to get through this. Jesus Christ. 78% of you in the poll now saying Scotland for the win. And I mean, it's only happened 3 times before. The team that lose their first game go on to win the tournament. 13 likes. So close. I've got 12 likes, so I'm still waiting for that 13th one. I don't want to be on 13 too long, though. It's unlucky. As England do have the line out on the 22, but they've gone a little bit too quickly. Ben O'Keefe's not happy about Summit. And Ben O'Keefe just wants Luke Cowan-Dickie to stand in the middle of the line out. So we will... He's waited until after they've thrown it to do that. So we're just going to readjust the call. And again, we'll go. And it's a maul set. So nothing changed about that call. And we will have an advantage for England. Early drive. As Luke Cowan-Dickie gets his shorts rammed up his arse like a Instagram model trying to thirst trap with her arsehole. I mean, what? 14 now. Let's go. One away. As Daly crashes up. And Slade up to 7 metres away. New advantage coming. Right under the sticks. Holding on. Freddie Stewart wants to have a little drive of his own and gets pretty much back to where the ball was before. Sinclair tips one on. Another penalty advantage. 3 penalty advantages in a row. And then it's knocked forwards. England still can't take advantage. Hands past the ball. Darcy Graham. Wow. What are you doing from here? Rugby player Insta model. To be fair, they have nice legs. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. That penalty could have gone the other way quite easily, you know. We could have been going back for the Maul penalty. But Darcy Graham can feel a little bit aggrieved. And England will go back to the boot of Marcus Smith as he points to the sticks. I'll be back in about 5-10 minutes. No worries, buddy. Thanks ever so much for joining us, man. And that one slides through. 10-9. It's a 1-point game. Oh, could you imagine it? 82nd minute drop goal from Marcus Smith to win it. Whew. Right. Eddie Jones doesn't look too comfortable up in his box while his analysts are busy figuring things out. Trying to work out where the weakness is in this Scottish defence as Ludlam carries up to just inside the 22 from the kickoff. 48 minutes played. As Ben Youngs, again lacking a bit of support, is just about able to get that kick away, and it will be a Scotland line out on the 10. Just inside the England 10, sorry. 13 likes on the stream. 2 to get us to our goal of 15. As Finn Russell, he looked, he shaped a kick and then shimmied back inside and had a little trundle of his own, and Sutherland is slotted backwards by a Toje. Watson, as Darcy Graham finds a little hole but is carved down in time, and Scotland look a little bit more on the front foot this half, having a little bit more time with the ball. Boo, says Michael. I'm guessing that's for the penalty than the 3 points kick. 6 phases. I think it's probably the most phases Scotland have strung together. As Russell is caught out, and that's spun out the back, and it is going to be a Scotland line out. Game on. Big test for Scotland now, says Marty Lawless. You're not wrong, buddy. They have been under pressure all game, and they are just about clinging on to a lead. As the medic there drying the ball like a newborn babe, getting that placenta off it as the drizzle still descends over Murrayfield. What a beautiful bit of imagery that was. Right. Fuck's sake. Up and down into the Maul, and Scotland, they inch their way forward, and Sinclair watching the referee to see when he's offside, and eventually the referee gives him the signal to release and get rid, and the ball comes to ground, and it will be an England scrum. The ball held into the Maul. Great scrummaging from England. Done really well to upset that, make it difficult for Scotland to do anything about it. And Ludlam there managed to get him swim himself legally through the Maul and get on ball and make all sorts of nuisances of himself. Right, so a full front row change for Scotland, 51 minutes in. So Sutherland off for Schumann. Fagerson off for Nell. And Turner off for McAnally. So, just get this set. It's going to be England's scrum. And, I mean, it's not exactly what you want, is it? First action on the pitch, a little bit cold. And you're asked to scrummage against Kyle Sinclair, Ellis Genge and Luke Cowan-Dickey. I mean, it's not my idea of a day out, let's be honest. As discipline is called for from the back five of England, and it's instantly a free kick. Early engage. And second time early. Smart there from Kyle Sinclair. Just whispered to the referee, I thought you said if they do it again it's a penalty, and he corrects his decision to a penalty. So smart gamesmanship there from Kyle Sinclair. And not an amazing kick, just inside the 22, and England will once again have the set piece, and the maul is formed, and Scotland looking to stop this drive as it rolls forward, slowing now. But again it splinters for a second time, and England working hard. Well, and yeah, advantage for England for the penalty. It is Marcus Smith. It's a try for England. It's Marcus Smith in the corner. Absolute electric wheels. Oh, it's been coming for 50 minutes. It's been coming for 52 minutes. And Marcus Smith out of nowhere, 6 caps, 3 tries, the sole point scorers so far for England today, slides in over the corner, and he will, wow, it just come out of nowhere. He must have been screaming for that as Ben Youngs recognises that he's going to go, and as he goes, starts yelling, and it's a 3v2, and Ben Youngs just fixes the first man. Marcus Smith hits the hole like, well, I mean, the hole is as wide as a prostitute's vagina. And Marcus Smith is in the corner, tongue out on all sorts. Why does the score still say 10-9? Don't know. It should read 10-14. And we'll see what happens on this conversion, because this is not a gimme. On the 5 metre, just outside of the 22. It just updated fraud. I don't know. I'm not in control of ball tracking. Ball tracking does its own thing. Right then. And the kick is no good. Just inside the left upright. So it will be a 4-point game, but this time in favour of England. Scotland 10, England 14, and you can't say that try hasn't been coming. England have been knocking on the door for the whole game, just not been able to find a way through until now. And Scotland will be asked to come back at them as the kickoff is just inside the 22, right on the touchline. Great kickoff. And the forwards will be used firstly through Ludlam just to get a bit of better field position. And now we will see the box kick from the Caterpillar. As he finds touch just on halfway. Just inside halfway. 14 likes on the stream. Come on, we need one more to get to our goal of 15. If you haven't hit that like button, it helps us out so much as well. Do drop a vote as well on the poll. 74% if you still think Scotland are going to win. I still think you've already voted. You can't change your mind. But 74% of you favoured Scotland over England. And 14 of you have liked the stream. As Darcy Graham darting through tackles, but he's on his own. And question marks asked by Luke Cowan-Dickey about whether he was cleared out head first. And, well, there are some questionable clearing out here from Scotland at the moment, but they're getting away with it, and that's all that matters. As Hogg has a little dart around. England trying to reorganise as Finn Russell spreads this wide, and there are spaces out here in this defence on mismatches. Up comes Jamie Ritchie. Gilchrist. Big hit from Itoje. Now road to 20. Come on, lads. I'm still reading 14, mate. But if we've hit 15, let's go. Yeah, let's get to 20. McAnally, Skurman. Ludlam trying to slipping over as he goes to go for that and manages to get out of the way before he's infringed. Sam Johnson with a pretty decent take considering. 10 phases now put together. Most phases Scotland have put together, and they are being asked to work hard as England get the turnover, and Slade fires this downfield looking for the 50-22. Will he get it? Will it bounce inside? No, great work from Hogg, but he's under all sorts of pressure. Oh, Malin slides past him, and now Hogg has to dance around defenders deep inside his own 22. It's all going on at Murrayfield. This game has exploded. Oh, I need to go again. I'll be back, though. No worries, mate. I'll see you in a minute. As Ali Price just looks to take the sting out of things a little bit and put this one up in a box kick and take a little bit of a breather for the line out. Exploded where? All over your mum's face. Wait, what? Sorry, that was unnecessary. I apologise. Great tap back in from Stuart Hogg, realising that the 50-22 was on, so he had to tap it back in play and then tried to recover. Malin's firing down his neck and just slides past him as they both go for the ball. And then Stuart Hogg's great ability to dance around, gets 3 defenders on him and buys him just enough time. Anyway, England with the line out, down into the maul just outside of the 22. Michael, you fraud. White down at the front, so once is called as it doesn't move, and Luke Cowan-Dickey finds Ali Price to run into. The game is opening up now. You're not wrong as Ben Young spills it. McAnally gets the offload away. And Price alongside him can't gather it, and he's bundled into touch by Ben Young's good recovery from him to fix the mistake. But Jesus Christ, this game is starting to get a bit loose and ready. It's good play by Ali Price. Just recognises that Ben Youngs had lifted the ball before passing it. Ben Young lifts before he cocks and just gives Ali Price that briefest of brief seconds to fire round on him. Gets the turnover. And then Ben Young scrambles back for the recovery. Puts the slot in. And we are questioning... We're questioning whether this is a scrum. Jamie Ritchie is down, and looks like that might be Jamie Ritchie's afternoon. As Bradbury is already on the field, so Ritchie will come off, and that's a shame for him. Wow. Well. Who had Marcus Smith as their captain in the fantasy leagues? 41 points at the minute. Double them up. Ooh-wee. Right. Okay, we are going to require a stretcher for Ritchie, so not good scenes. It's not what you want to see. Nobody wants to see a player injured. Right then. Still got 14 likes. Come on, we can get this. We can get this. Call for the stretcher. Rare rugby. What? Well, when the buggy comes on in rugby, when the stretcher comes out in rugby, mate, it gets used. It's not like in football where they run on with it. Well, I say that, and he's going to try and... No, he's not. He is going to get onto the buggy. Yeah, when the golf cart comes out, it gets used. They don't mess about. It's not like in football where they just run out with the stretcher. And they're like, oh, no, actually, there's absolutely nothing wrong with me. As Jamie Ritchie just applauds the fans as he is sat up on the buggy. So, good news there. I wish him well in his recovery if he needs it. Oh, what is this with these dodgy little links? Get out of here. Man, these bots. These bots need to do one. So Sam Johnson off. Not really had a lot of opportunities today. Not really seen him. Beppa, welcome in. Johnny, TK, where's my mods at? Where's my mods at? Eh? Where's my mods at? Mods, where are we? Just do it yourself, mate. Get on with it. Right. England with the ball in the maul as they run up to halfway with Sinclair crashing up. Little pick and go from Itoje. England starting to just get a little bit between their teeth now. As the kick goes up, and England have managed to retain that somehow. I've no idea how, but they have. And Sinclair again on the charge. Marcus Smith now feeding Daly on the inside, and Daly throwing a little bit of a wild one, and Ellis Genge goes, what the fuck was that? Gone because they're useless. Ouch. And again. Oh! Wow! Van der Merwe, he's knocked it on flat. I say knocked it on flat, he's dropped it flat, and Van der Merwe ends up making it all the way to the halfway line, but Stuart Hogg, Chris Harris and Darcy Graham come flying in, and they're all off their feet, and it will be a penalty for England. I'll tell you what, there's only 20 minutes left of this game, but there is so much left in this game. Pussy all! I think that's what you said. If you didn't shout pussy all, I don't know what that means. Oh, and Marcus Smith a bit fraudulent with the penalty kick, and it's not gone into touch, missing touch, and into the dead ball zone, and Hogg will kick that back downfield for Smith to kick back, and oh, Malin's nearly murdered Finn Russell, but Scotland just about retain the ball as England fire through, trying to win this back, and Ludlam gets a hold of it. Now England in the 22, looking to really throw some niggle on this, and a little stab through. Ferguson touches it down, but we are coming back for the penalty. Who do you think is going to win the next World Cup? Oh man, we're too far out to call that. New Zealand probably. But if we're not going with the obvious answer, France are in with a good shout if they can get their act together. I think they've got just enough time to get some consistency in their game. MUFC fan zone. Oh god, yeah, I do remember you from the Lions. Oh, MUFC, are you the South African that's living in England? Is that right? Living in Manchester. Have I got that one right? Yeah, South Africa are with a great shout. but I do think they've got a little bit of fraudulence in the mix at the minute that they need to iron out. Same as England, I think they could be in the mix, but they need to iron out some of their fraudulence. No, I just support United. Oh, I can't. There was somebody with a similar username in the Lions, but I remember that you were around in the Lions streams. Right. So England kick the penalty kick, and it is now 17-10, a 7-point game. That 5% of you that thought it could be a draw. It's on. It's on. Right. England send out the bomb squad. They empty the bench. On comes Ford. Off. Oh, God. Everybody's changed. No, it was me. I'm just a huge United supporter. But yes, I live in South Africa. Okay, fair enough. My bad. Right, okay, yeah, back to your question. Yeah, France, England, South Africa, New Zealand. They're probably the four that are in the front running for it, aren't they? As England kick to touch. And England give away the free kick. They keep stepping across in the line out, and the referee is sick of telling them now. Right then, so they basically emptied their bench. Joe Marler's on, Will Stewart's on, George Ford is on, Jamie George on as well. No, it's still Karen Dickey out there. Oh, Don Brandt has come on for Ludlam. Hey, I tell you what. Sam Simmons and Don Brandt. Oh, that's a naughty combination, isn't it? So, Scotland with the scrum. Sam Skinner off. Sam Skinner on. For Johnny Gray. Ali Price is off. And Ben White returns. So, MUFC, how did you feel about it last night? That was a penalty shootout and a half, wasn't it? Hawks. Right, so again, we're having this scrum reset. Fuck's sake. 14 likes to the stream. 14 of you bad boys in here. Let's see if we can get to 20 likes. Let's see if we can manage it. 6 more likes required. Honestly, I'm just grateful to experience my country becoming the best rugby team in the world in my lifetime. At a time where I will remember it. Amen to that. I had that experience in 2003, but I'd like to see it happen again. There's a crossfield quick kick, and Van der Merwe gets onto it and steps the first man. And now Scotland in the 22 as Finn Russell crossfields for the other side, and Darcy Graham there. And oh, I tell you what, that's a great effort from Luke Cowan-Dickie, and there is some question marks now whether that's going to be a deliberate knock-on. But, I mean, he's jumped full stretch. He's shorter than the other guy, and he's just tried to put his hands on it, and he's come down and he's not comfortable. He's going to give a penalty try here. Yep, they're saying it's deliberately knocked on. Bro, it's actually sad when Alenga was going for the penalty. I said, please don't miss this. But not because we're going to lose, but because you're going to get abused. Oh, mate, 100%. 100%. I was like, as soon as I saw who it was that missed, I was like, oh, we're going to have an anti-racism campaign tomorrow morning. I mean, yeah, I mean, he's basically volleyballed that, and it's going to be a yellow card as well. It's going to be a penalty try and a yellow. It's going to be all square at Murrayfield. He got abused bad. It's so shit. it's so shit that just because he missed a penalty in a penalty shootout, he has to get racially abused. It's like, for fuck's sake. Like, how thick have you got to be that white people can miss penalties too? I mean, it's fucking ridiculous. In this day and age. Right, well, you would imagine that that is going to be the end of Luke Cowan-Dickey's day. And poor Jamie George. Well, somebody's going to have to come off. And it is going to be a penalty try for Scotland. We are all square at Murrayfield. I mean, I can kind of sympathise with both sides of the coin here. He clearly looks like he volleyballs it. But equally, you could argue that he's shorter and heavier than the other guy, and he's just trying to jump and catch it, and he's just mistimed it. But irrespective of that, it is 17-all. The penalty try has been awarded, and England are down to 14 for the next 10 of the remaining 15 minutes. Ford kicks this off then just outside of the 22, and it bounces into touch. So Scotland will have the line out in their own 22. Well, the media are going to have a talking point from this match. I mean, if you saw it, what do you think? Penalty try? I think it's probably the right decision, to be fair. But one man down. 15 minutes on the clock. Scores level. Scotland. Oh, and Gilchrist is taken early as well, so it's a penalty for Scotland, and they're out of trouble. England just falling apart at the line out here. Just listening to the commentary, mate. Oh, what, my commentary? Oh, you poor bastard. Right. I mean, if you're listening to my commentary, it's probably not very accurate what's going on. Finn Russell pokes this downfield just over halfway as he rallies his forwards again. Really in control of what's going on today, Finn Russell. He's orchestrating the forwards and the backs, which isn't always something you see from your 10. You normally have a little bit of a conflab between 10 and 9, and then 9 passes on the information to the pack lead. Finn Russell wants full control as Scotland go up and down in the maul, and they're rolling forwards. And here they come again. Finn Russell stabs this one through. And, oh, that's a great nudge from Finn Russell. Fat grubber all the way down into the 22. I gave up chasing whichever streaming platform get the rights for rugby matches here. Ever since Rugby Pass lost the rights. So, fair enough. England in the mud. In the mud. I mean, the score's 11. What are you talking about? Right. No infringements at this line out. As Scotland hide in their... Well, this is interesting. Joe Marler is going to put this in because there's no Luke Cowan-Dickey. And it's not 5. For fuck's sake. I mean, you sacrifice a back... Come on, Eddie. You sacrifice a back row to get a proper hooker on. Trick plays on your own 5. Not the one. Not the one. Scotland then. Jamie Ritchie on crutches with ice strapped around his quad. So that's probably the end of him. But why are you singing it then? Gotcha. And on comes Jamie George. Sam Simmons will make way. 7 England players on 8. Wow. And it comes down to whether this is going to, whether one team or the other is going to be able to hold this scrum up. Eddie Bones, because he's finished. I'm just joking. Wow. Right, it's gone down, and we're going to go again. Both teams collapse. We'll go again, says referee Ben O'Keefe. Wow. I mean, George Ford drop goal. I mean, I knew this game was going to be tighter than the Wales-Ireland game, but this tight? Fucking hell. Who's close to scoring right now? I know nothing. So Scotland have a scrum 6 metres off of the England try line. As the scrum goes down, and it's a penalty for Scotland. Russell calling for a scrum. Uh, 6 metres is at 18 yards, which is like 56 feet. No. Finn Russell has pointed to the posts. So Scotland will look to take the lead once again. I don't think it's 18 yards, is it? Doesn't feel like 18 yards. What's it, 22 yards? I don't know. Man just said no like that. Wait, what? What did I do? Did I get a bit of England fan? Is it? Oh! You could have got a Rizzler paper between that and the post. But it's 3 points oh, for Scotland as my body shuts down. And apparently, so does my computer. What's happened there? Oh, everything just freaked out. I scared the computer. Oh no. And the telly... I scared the computer and the telly bit turned off. Oh no. BBC One quick. Right, 3 points to Scotland. Right, let's have a little look at this. England have the line out at the minute. So it's going to be a Scotland scrum. Marchant knocks it on. So it's not going to be an England line out. It's going to be a Scotland scrum. Scotland with a 3-point lead. Just 8 minutes left on the clock. Looking at the poll, 64% think Scotland will win this. 32% think it will be England. Scotland fast becoming England's bogey team in the Six Nations over the last few years. And it's great to see. It's boring when the games are like 80 points to 7. Nobody wants to see that as the ball is at the back of the scrum. As just cleared Tom Curry out in time. Referee Ben O'Keefe allowing both teams just a little bit more time than he did first time, but the kick is charged down by Itoje, and is offside by Itoje, and it will be a penalty to Scotland. So again, more discipline issues for England as they chase this game now. Wow, 15 likes on the stream as well. Let's go. Can we get to 20? Oh, it's done it again. What's happened here? All my web pages have just... What's this about? Yeah, he is offside as well. I think we're live still. I think we're live. Scotland then with the line out on the England 10 while I try and get this fixed. Minute left on the sim bin as well. We've lost ball tracking for a second, but it's fine. We'll get it back in a minute. Just bear with me as McAnally. Bradbury carries up. England trying to make something happen. Oh, here comes Hamish Watson up to the 22. Scotland deep in the 22 now as they charge forward. Schoeman. Neck roll are the cries from the England players, but nothing called. As Nell carries up now. And, well, advantage for Scotland. And that's absolute fraudulence from Scotland. Tackle has fallen on the wrong side, and Ben White is just dropping knees into his ribs. And the penalty is awarded for Scotland. Unbelievable scenes. Wow. Got to take the 3 points here, haven't you? Force England. Sam Simmons returns to play them. The sim bin is over. And we are checking for foul play. We've got a potential neck roll. So we are going to have a little look. Yeah, and it's before the advantage. So this might be a role reversal. I don't even know if we're live, but I hope we are, because this is unbelievable scenes. I'm really sorry I can't bring you the chat because... There we go. Yeah. Now 16. I've still got 4. Oh, I have got 16 likes. There we go, 17. I haven't liked it myself. Not enough memory. Ball tracking broke. Yeah, everything's gone to shit. For some reason, Google Chrome has completely crashed and let me down. But I'm glad to see we are still live. I've just got the stream up on my phone now, so I'll try and keep up with that. And we are having a look at this, and it's Watson on Tom Curry. I called it. And it is a neck roll. 7's a jackler, and he's being rolled off by the neck. It will be a penalty to England. Well, question mark there. Contact with the head. I'm just asking the question. Contact with the head? Right. So, George Ford and all of his experience are going to be called into play here in the dying moments of this game. Just 3 points in it. And wow. Not a great kick, but it is England's ball. Okay, mate, I need to go eat dinner, so I'll see you next stream. Yeah, man. Thanks ever so much for joining MUFC. I really appreciate the support, so thank you for that. Next stoppage. Not sure what that means from the referee there, but how long left? 3 minutes left as Van der Merwe clings on. And England get the penalty on the Scotland 10. This will be an opportunity to drive this ball down into the corner. England looking to turn the screw. This is too far out. This is too far out. It's just outside of the 10 on the 15. And George Ford. George Ford lining this up. That's shocking. It's great work from, I'm not sure who that was. It doesn't even make it out of the 22, and Scotland turn it over in the line out. And Ben White scrambling. Scotland flying over the top. Scotland now will look to manage the clock. 90 seconds left on the game. England are in the mud. This is going to be done and dusted. How long left? Can they get a try? Yeah, there's still time to get a try as they're told to use it. And Finn Russell kicks this, thumps this downfield. England catch it on the 10 through Malins, and he's going to have a run at the Scotland. Little hitch kick as he reaches the Scotland 10. England with it all to do as the clock rapidly runs down. Just 1 minute left. There's Malins. Questionably high tackle, but Ben O'Keefe doesn't care. Play on, he says. Ball's out, and Stewart gets ripped. And there's a knock on, and it's going to be England's ball. It's all gone to shit. And this is it. Less than 60 seconds on the clock. England are going to have to do it all from the base of this scrum. This is a huge scrum for England. Matt Fagerson gets Guinness Six Nations Player of the Match. I agree with that. He's been outstanding. We'll give him Dick of the Day as well. I think he's been absolutely the bee's knees. He's been everywhere. He's been over everything. Well, who won? Nobody yet. It's still going as Jack Knowles is on the touchline looking to get on, and this is the final play of the game, and he's not going to be allowed to enter the field. Well, I mean, England want the penalty. And the scrum reset is called. Yeah, commentary team just saying there, Ben O'Keefe is not going to give a penalty unless he's 1000% sure that it's a penalty. Right, so Jack Knoll has been allowed to come on, and he has replaced Joel Marchant on the wing. So maybe just that flash of fresh leg pace could get England over for the win. Only time will tell, as Murrayfield sounds electrifying. Kick it out. It's not their ball to kick it out. England with the put-in. In it comes. And it's to the back. Simmons got it at his feet, and it's wheeled. And it's just another put-in. Well, I mean, that wheeled. And Jamie George just says to the referee, how many times, sir? He's on his stomach. This. Oh, man. I can't, man. I can't. I can't go through this. If Scotland win this, it will be the first time they have won the Calcutta Cup back-to-back since 1983. Charles McKean's Black Flags. Welcome in, Charlie. What's the score? It's 2017. 82 and a half minutes on the clock. Again, the referee calls for another reset scrum. Calls the front rows in. Asks for better spacing. He's saying that all 6 are at fault. As Flower of Scotland rings out around Murrayfield. Oh, I tell you what, if England get a score from this, I am going to absolutely jizz in my pants. Scotland forever, says Charlie. Man alive. What a game of ruggers this has been. What a game of ruggers. It's had a little bit of everything. I mean, in the first half, Scotland didn't deserve to be in the game, let alone leading. And in the second half, they've found so much depth and courage as Scotland... And it's a penalty for England! Let's go! Are you having a laugh? He's not giving it. He's not fucking giving it. I got all excited. He said use it apparently. And it's another scrum reset. Well. Well, I think you bottled it, mate. Michael's enjoying this. Michael's enjoying my pain. Right. Well, we have moved from on the 15 to the middle of the field. And we've just left a track mark of scrum studs. So, again, the ball is in. And again, it's available. And use it is called. Here we go. Last chance for England. They're all off their feet. They're all off their feet. And Ben O'Keefe allows it. Well, that is an absolute disgraceful end to this game. Congratulations to Scotland. Oh, dear. The referee sounds, and that is it. Well. Fair play, Scotland. It's another win. It's another year without the Calcutta Cup at Twickenham. England in the mud. Get it, Runge. Yeah, well done, Ronnie. Damn, equals. Oh, you're all in here now, aren't you? You're all in here now. Hit the bloody like button, will you, for my pain? Hit the like button for the Scotland win. Darren Nicol, yes. I'm not being funny, though. That last breakdown, nobody on their feet, everybody dove in. Never mind. 1983. Have it. Well, look at all these people. Welcome in, everybody. Like, you've been silent all chat. You've been silent all chat. So what have we got? We've got Ronnie McLafferty. Get it, Runji. Darren Nicol. Away, spank your own monkey. Hey, Theo. Spank the monkeys. Tell mummy. Spank the monkey. Sweet. You, but stronger. 1983. Mailman, have it. Fair play, Scotland. Hey, look. England weren't good enough on the day to break them down. They defended fantastically. You can't take anything away from Scotland's defence. That amount of pressure coming on, and they still withstood it. Fair play to Scotland. England will look at the stats when they get home tomorrow morning and be fucking fuming with themselves, and rightly so. Defensively, Scotland rocked them, and England will need to go away and look at what they're going to do in their attack to fix that. Yeah, the referee bottled it at the end. There were 3 penalties he should have give. 2 off the scrum and 1 on that final breakdown. But hey, You can't control the referee. You control the controllables, and England didn't do that today. So we'll give a slip of the lid to Scotland, and we'll wear it with pride. Right. Jesus, what an afternoon of ruggers. We have enjoyed that. We're back tomorrow, I think. I think we're going to, if we get time tomorrow, we'll jump in and do the France-Italy game. I'm not overly keen on doing that one, if I'm honest, because the Italy games just suck. But we will see what's going on. Anyway, if you haven't already, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button as well. We will see you for the next stream, whether that's tomorrow or next weekend. But as always, face down, ass up. That's the way we like to run.